Hello everybody and welcome back to Sosnovka, episode 9 in this particular series, and just finishing up harvesting and reseeding everything. So I've played a couple of things off camera. Was really trying to get the hang of the logging crane because well, that's just not something I've played with very much, and I was not real happy about how I was using it, so I worked on that. Actually got my flight stick joystick. It's a Logitech Extreme 3D Pro. Got lots of buttons and axes to control things, but I got it set up and mapped so that I can use it to control the crane, and pretty pleased with it. I didn't use exactly the mappings that I've seen in other places. I found out something that worked for me, and yeah, we'll see how it works. Maybe this episode, maybe the next one. Not sure. In this episode, I was going to kind of work on fields and grains, just trying to get that straightened out. One of the things I've been doing, kind of as high demand comes up, as delivery missions come up for grains that I could service, I've been doing them, and then paying off the loan. I figured that was a decent thing to do if I wasn't on camera and going to buy anything major. To pay off that, and it's done. So if we look on the finance screen, the loan is to 0, and that's awesome. I'm probably going to take out a little bit of a loan in this episode because I'm kind of got my eye on field 23 over there. I think that'd be a nice addition to the farm, and probably going to do that in just a minute once I have once I've seeded everything else. Now, to do some of those missions, I did buy a new trailer. You can see the Marshall trailer from the DLC right there. Or not? Was it a DLC or is it just an add-on? It was available on the Giants website. That's the only mods I've got loaded right now. Might load some more later. But that trailer, let's see, I think it is actually over in mods. Yep, it's this one, the QM16. It's 21,700 liters capacity. It can hold everything. I thought about getting one of these. They're a little bit more expensive, a little bit smaller. So I ended up just going with this guy instead. Now, I also thought about just picking up another one just like what we already had. This guy, that would have been fine. Something a little bigger though. And I also thought about this guy, but I really don't like that trailer. I mean, I'll probably end up using it because it's a good size to move things in and out of the fields, but I don't know. That trailer just irritates me because backing it up is so hard. I don't know. I'm just not skilled at backing that thing up. I know you can chain them together, and I know I've seen some really cool videos. I'll have to find a link of just crazy long trains of those things, taking like 1,000,000 liters of something to the to sell it. Just crazy stuff. But I can't back the things up to chain them together. Every time I've managed to chain those things together, it's ended up like getting them close and then getting them closer and then ramming them with a front loader to kind of finally get them in range so that it will give me the attach option. It's just not a very good experience. Very frustrating. So anyway, just finishing up getting some straw off these fields, and I really am thinking a windrower and some course play work will be in the future. I know I've been saying that for a while, but it's finally kind of getting to me. We've got this guy. It's going to be interesting to see if I can finish getting the straw off the field before the cedar catches up. We will see. But yeah, so overall things are going pretty well. Cut down 5 or 6 trees and cut them up and took them to sell them just to get used to the new controls on the joystick. That worked out pretty well. I really think this cedar might catch me. The thing is, the forge trailer can go, or pickup trailer, whatever you call the thing. This thing can go faster than the cedar, but the cedar doesn't have to go all the way back to the straw barn to unload. So that is a key difference right there. I don't know, we will see. I do know I should not go away from keyboard with the fertilizer spreader on the same field with anything else. I came back after 20 minutes away, and I found the cedar and the fertilizer spreader happily head to head. The fertilizer spreader still running. So that was a little irritating. One more load. I looked at the price of that field a while ago. It was 100 and was it 136 maybe? I don't remember. It's less than 200,000, which is the amount of loan that I can get, so that'll be good. I think somebody that was designing this just they probably had me in mind when they were designing this turn. They're like, somebody is going to have a lot of trouble with this and just going to constantly ram into that column. And yes, I am that somebody. Alright, one more trip for straw, and then we can spend some money. I've been trying to think if there's any other equipment that I want to get along with this field. You know, I'd love to upgrade several things. You know, this straw wagon is not. I mean, it's okay for kind of the combined mowing, but it's a little small for pulling straw for these fields. I might stop doing that so much. The tractors are okay. This the Deutz-Fahr, you know, had the primary advantage of being cheap and being big enough to pull the 6-meter combined cultivator and seeder. But I'd like to upgrade it at some point and get a little bit stronger tractor for the to replace the other Z-Tour. But I haven't really decided which ones yet. I just know that that smaller Z-Tour gets really bogged down if you ask it to, you know, to pull a full trailer anywhere. It can do it, it just does it very slowly. And that might be okay. Maybe that, you know, that guy can just be designated for going from the combine to the silo and back. Well, looks like we are going to get all the straw off this field before the seeder plows it in. So that's something. Awesome. Now on the way back, I'm going to go check the price of this field one more time. I like 23 because of its location. As with all things real estate, location, location, location. 129,200. So let's borrow $100,000. There we are. And now it is ours. Awesome. And now we've got to go repay the loan some more. But it'll be okay. Because this field is going to produce a lot of crops. Now the other thing to do, there's a pretty wide fringe here. I'm wondering if I should take that plow and make the field just a little bit bigger. I think I'll leave it at the stock size for right now. While that's unloading, let's go see if there's any quick money to be had from the jobs board. Barley for the village grain elevator, 19 tons. Do we have 19 tons of barley? Why, yes we do. Let's do that. 19 tons barley village grain elevator. And it was trying to complete a mission like that that caused me to buy the Marshall trailer, because it can do 19 tons in one run. And you may be asking why I'm not parking the trailers under the shed there. It just was hard to pull through some of the other stalls. And we want barley. While that's filling, we can go get this guy started. Now I'm trying to remember. I think I bought the Amazon during an episode. Pretty sure of that. If I didn't, then bought the Amazon fertilizer spreader mostly for the extra reach. All right, we are done with wheat in this field. So the other two fields are barley. This field is wheat. What are we going to plant on the big one? I'm only really planting canola for missions, just in case, or to have something for high demand. I think I'll go with barley. That seems to have a couple more high demands, and it's if I remember correctly, it's a little less yield than wheat. So there we go, barley. And incidentally, when I was talking about extending this field by plowing, it was on the long edge here, not on the short edge. I want to make sure there's plenty of room to turn around at the ends. Just thinking, if I made it 6 meters wider, that might be helpful. Make sure I got all the way. Okay, looks like I'm doing a good job on that edge. Alright, let's head for the village grain elevator. And this thing's got a cover, so why not? Got our cows going on. The chickens, the sheep, everybody is pretty happy. I'll check in on them in a minute. But first, the village grain elevator. Alright, got an extra, what, $4,000 for doing the mission, in addition to whatever paid. We should check the prices. Barley, it's running for $3.19 at the bakery. $3.19 at the grain elevator. Only $2.13 at the village grain elevator, so it's not worth, doing a bunch of runs. It's just really just worth doing the one for the mission bonus. We'll follow that truck. Now we'll pass the truck. Or maybe we'll hit the truck. One of the two. Actually, I'll turn it in here and see if there's anything. Front loader mission, corn for the mill. I don't have any corn. Alrighty. Oh, this guy needs gas. Or diesel, or whatever it is that he runs on. I've always been a little curious what happens if you just completely ran the thing out of gas. If I buy a truck with a mobile tank or something, I might try that. But for right now, we'll go park this guy. And I'm just going to park this guy over out of the way. First I'm going to run into things. But I'll park him out of the way near the front loader stuff, just in case it's necessary. Alright, fertilizer is done. My sense is the cedar is going to take a while. Yeah, he's still going. So that might be something that needs to be addressed. We might need to buy a second cedar if he's gonna, you know, I don't know. Well, I'll go through at least one harvest cycle to kind of see how it does. Very good. He's doing his thing. Right. Well, let's find something else to do. I do want to get the fertilizer past him on the next round before I get too excited. I keep tabbing one too far. What I want to do is go over here and check the board to do some missions. Inside, double to breakdown. Alright, we could do either of those. Some tourists were so amazed at the local sites they left their suitcases behind. Reunite the visitors with their luggage. Or mobile repair services around with spare parts. We'll just take them both. See where they lead us. All right. First things first. Let's get the front loader attachments on, and we'll want the pallet forks, not the log forks, and probably the front weight as well, or the back weight. I mean, that one. All right. Now let's see where we need to go. One is at the biomass heating plant. One is way over on the other side of the map. Let's go get the close one first. Okay, good. That has passed each other successfully, so no worries. Not for a while, at least. I kind of wish I knew what the signs say. Don't know any languages that use those characters. I mean, I know the names of languages that use those letters or characters. I just don't know how to speak them or say them or read them. I think I've mentioned, I think this is a very, I don't know. I thought Bjornholm was a very pretty map. Is it Bjornholm? Yeah, the stock one. But I really think this one's prettier. So let's find where this pallet is being kept. Well, it's not over there. Oh, so this is interesting. It looks like logs here, but I thought this place only accepted wood chips. I might have to run through here with a load of logs just to see. But here's the pallet, and this appears to be the luggage. And where are we taking this? Oh, well, that's convenient. Alright, we're gonna go... What is the best way to do this? probably cut across by, yeah, cross the river twice, I think is going to be the best. I don't know, one mod I think would be kind of cool is to have a set of extended forks for this that you could then, have another control that brought the tips up to kind of lock the pallet in place. I don't know, I just think that would be helpful. I also think it would be neat if you had a like a flat trailer and the ability to have one of those little front loaders. Like I see them cruising down the interstate highway, attached to the back of a truck. It's just a little front loader that they carry with them to help load things. I think that would be really cool. Wonder if I could build that. Never done a mod like that before. Might have to try it. That could be fun. So I'm going to cut across here and then turn right at the next paved road. Either my something, it seemed to be running, the money seemed to be leaving a lot faster than for a minute there. I thought the fertilizer spreader, well, I guess it was out. Maybe it ran out during that particular run. Well, this guy's still going strong. Alright, let's keep going with this since there is a clock. It's a cool little one-lane bridge. Long way to go. I was thinking a little bit while I was off camera, now that I've got manure going from the cows, I should put in some greenhouses or something. That might be something good to do where field 14 is. That field is, I mean, it's a good field, but it's pretty small. It's convenient to the cows. I don't know. I'll think about it. Could also put it in one of those areas that has the so many trees near the farm. And we're passing the west lawn is over there somewhere. I don't think I've actually come to this this one from this side in a while. Perfect. Okay, we got our didn't get much of a time bonus there. Oh well. Let's go cross country for this one. I have to remember that it's not at that gas station. I was off camera at the time, or off recording at the time, but I spent a few minutes cruising around that gas station looking for the pallet before realizing that I was just at the wrong place. It probably would have helped if I'd looked at the map. Alrighty, let's see where we're taking this guy. To the village grain elevator. Yep, I was expecting that. That's what I get when I get in a hurry. Should have realized that they were not going to yield. Oh. Alright, well I'm gonna pause recording so we can do something else this episode. Deliver this and then go check on everything else. So I'll be back. Right, so just got back, finished the planting out in field 23, and got back over here to the jobs board. The yard needs mowing again. That'll be great because what I had planned next was to feed the sheep. Make sure that everything's going okay down there. I don't really like the sheep area is so far away. I mean, the chickens are bad enough, but the sheep are quite a ways away. That's good they don't need much attention. I guess the chickens don't really need much attention either. The cows need the most, and they're the closest. So that's something at least. But anyway, let's see. I want to load up my mowing courses. Let's do Farm to West Lawn as a transfer course and drive it. Very good. Alright, while that's going, nothing else going on there, let's check into the animals, see how they're doing. So we've got 2 eggs to pick up. Managed to collect 54 in the backpack. The sheep are, they've got a little bit of food. Producing wool. The cows are okay too. They're at 80% productivity. To get them to 100, I need to give them some mixed ration, and that's going to require a lot more work. So we'll work on that. Probably not this episode. I need a baler, and the one I want is really expensive. Producing some manure, producing some slurry. Got plenty of silage, plenty of grass, plenty of straw, and some milk. Alright, so next up, let's see, the course player is still working. Really need more of the animals if they're going to be very productive. So I've got 10 sheep, 10 cows. Let's try to take that up a bit. I'm going to start with the cows. Let's see. Can't buy too many. Cows are expensive. But I can get to let's get to 20. And then sheep. We'll go to 20 as well. Okay. So 20 of each type now. Let's see what's going on over here. Alright, this guy is headed towards the lawn. We'll stop the course so we can get the next one loaded. Go with the mowing course. Right. What is a farming, a field work course from the first waypoint, and go right ahead. Very good. Now what do I want to do? I don't want to do either of those. Let's go see what's going on over with the cows. Well, we're gonna have some grass in a few minutes, but we also should check to make sure we've got enough silage. I don't have any straw in the wagon right now, so that's unfortunate. But next time I'm collecting straw, I will take care of that. Whoa! Note to self, try to come in straight next time. Causes less problems. Trying to think. I think the best way to do this will be to bring a trailer over, load it up, and then pull that in and dump it to feed them. Let's see, this guy can take 15,000 liters. The bucket is it 1,800? So 8 or 9 scoops. There we are. And yes, I know there's a way to course play this. I just haven't done it. See, even with the weight, it's a little unstable when rolling around with the weight in the bucket, and it's up high. I don't think I've tipped over recently, but I've totally tipped over one of these before doing silage. Really cruising around at full speed with it way up here is not a great plan, and I have done that. Alright, let's see. I'm just not quite sure how much it's going to take to make 20 cows happy. Let's see if another 5,000 will help. Obviously not enough. Okay, let's toss in a bit more. Like 15,000. Let's check how my mowing's going. It's doing just fine. I'd like to finish this before the mowing, well, before the mowing's been done for too long. Because then I want to take that load of grass, whoa, feed the sheep, and then come up here and feed the cows some more. It's funny, I was talking about tipping over. I've tipped over one of the big loaders before too. That was fun. I got in a hurry, got moving too fast with the bucket up high, and then I had to reset everything. No, I didn't mean I'd tipped one over in real life. I was talking about in the game. I have not, fortunately, had the experience of tipping one in real life. That seems like it would be really, really frightening. Let's see if that's enough. Another 4,000 or so. That should double what was in there before. Okay. So, if I can remember, 18,030 is the magic number for 20 cows. It's about 1,000 per cow, approximately. Dump that back in, and now let's go deal with the mower. Well, once I get this parked. Right, at 74%. Let's stop the driver, unload the course, and fill it up. Well, maybe not all the way full, but I'll take the odd bit here and there that I can. Right, so my goal is to head down towards the sheep. And if I go roughly due south, I will eventually get there. And since still got room in the trailer, I'll just leave the mower down and take advantage of some of this nice grass. Oh, that was not what I meant. I had planned to raise the mower and then the pickup, but I managed to get it in the wrong order. So now crossing field 18, we'll take a right past the yarn spot, go through the bridge, and down towards the sheep. I don't see any of the sell points flashing right now, so no high demand. I'm actually curious while I'm here. I want to see what this looks like from the river. Alright, we're down in the river now, and it's kind of cool. Got some gates here for guessing for power, and fortunately we can just tab out. So I'm gonna head back down to the sheep and make sure they're well fed. Right, almost there. We'll go cross country so I don't have to deal with the traffic circle. If I remember correctly, the feed trough for the sheep is right up. Whoa! Well, hopefully that is not going to mess things up. Okay, that's all done. And now, let's head back to the farm. Just for fun, I'm going to take the long way, just to try it out. Got a cool little path beside the road there. And no, I'm not going to take a run at the invisible wall. Oh, that's nice. It's got a little marker there to show you. No, you can't go any further than this because it's not an open world game. That's okay. So next up, I'm going to head up to the cows. And we will see how much more they take. And then I think that's going to be it for the episode. Got the new field bought, got the harvest in. Now I just need to wait for some more high demand. I could go, sell a bunch of stuff, but I'd really rather wait. I don't necessarily need it to maintain operations. I do want more money for upgrades, but I can afford to be patient. I think the next episode will probably be about farming. I'd like to show off the joystick, but need to rerun some USB cables because the port I usually use for my joystick is the same one I usually use for my headset. So yeah, either a hub or just an extension cord to get something hooked up in a different place will be necessary. Alright, let's see how much more the cows want. Quite a bit. Maybe not all of it. Or, okay. That's good. So they want 18,000 silage and 24,000 grass. Good to know. Now we just need to go take care of the grass. The closest one is probably down there around 28. So I think what I'm going to do is just go park this over by the board and wait for the next mowing mission. That is not what I wanted. Alright, well, I'm going to go and do some things off camera in the episode here, and see you next time for some forestry. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, hit the like button and let me know that. If you have not, have suggestions, please let me know that too. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.